Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to see a presentation about SolidWorks Composer. So SolidWorks Composer is a dedicated tool to create the technical documentations which covers the after manufacturing process or while on the design stage. So the product we use, the product we handle, it should be in a respective manner to use it potentially, so that the end users must reach the product, so they should very experienced while using the products, so that these processes should be handled through a documentation like the manuals, or in case of any services or the maintenance, they should adapt to the product they use. So there we should provide a service instructions or the maintenance instructions, or they are new to the product, they are enhancing the product, exploring the product for the beginning stage. So in that order we have to provide a training instructions. So these much of things can overcome, and how we can dedicatedly work on the technical documentations throughout the manufacturing industries. So SolidWorks Composer is a dedicated tool for creation of various kinds of industries like machinery industries, consumer product industries, and so on. So today we are going to focus on the food processing industries. So the day by day we have to overcome the lot of manufacturing units like the beverage industries, or the food, the kitchen industries, kitchen equipment industries, and the food machinery industries like the package lining, etc. like that. So in that order, today's the agenda we are going to cover is the document generations, the powerful solutions, and sometimes the customized solutions, and the determination of the different various of conditions like that. So the common challenges do the industry people face, and obviously they seek for the experienced staff or the subject matter expert to handle the critical situations when occurring on the maintenance or the services like that, or to explore the new thing. As I said before, the trained technicians or the skilled the subject matter experts will be provide a guidance for those new explore the persons or the new staffs to handle the problems, to handle the product while on the manufacturing situations. So in that order, so how to overcome these problems, so that even though a new persons, even though an unskilled, unlabored the persons can also handle the new product, so that the unexpected interruptions on the productions can be reduced, and the downtime delay, the avoidance while on productions like that. So the first thing is to create a technical documentations. How the technical documentation can create a very easy, fast, and effective manner. So the first thing is to create an impressive storylines. So to create an impressive storyline, the first beginning of stage, it should have some objective of the assemblies, like a sequential process, so that the following of the sequential process can avoid the error, can avoid the repeated works, can avoid the scraps, and also a human life. So it should be a safety, and it should address the every needs of the problems it occurs. So the working action should be understandable. So we have a powerful set of tools called the transformations, the visible effects, and the technical illustrations tools. So let me move on to the SolidWorks Composer user interface. So here you can find that the different kinds of tools we have in our SolidWorks Composer. So these tools, every tools will be addressed for each solutions for the problem we face. So actually this is one of the example I would like to share is the food industries, like the mixtures. It comes towards the hopper, and it grains by using of the mixture of the rotary, the blades, and it crushes onto the drum of this part, and it outcomes of the part which we take on the bottom of this whole set of assembly. So here you can able to find that the different the chain mechanisms, the hopper mechanism which rotates continuously the below of the hopper, and here you can able to see the bottom of the screen, the bill of materials, the whole set of bill of materials for the respective of the assemblies shown above, with full set of assemblies and the descriptions of the assembly, the material, the what material I have been mentioned, and each quantity and mass of the each part. So let us show an example how we can able to explore the new set of tools, so that we can able to create the technical documents very easy, fast and effectively. So actually this is one of my sub-assembly part. Here you can able to find that the shaft holding the bearings, the seal rings, and the circlips, etc. like that. So here instantly I can able to change my mode, how it should be behave to different kinds of understandable scenarios. So here you can able to find that the different sketches like that. So here for an example I would like to work on the shill out edges. So here the understanding of the whole set of assembly, I would like to explore my part with respect to the x directions. So here instantly I am just moving to the transform of this whole part and choosing up the linear directions, so that the total explosions, so it the overall coverages of this part. So instantly I have been created the total set of assembly explorer views, and here the using of the views I am creating a new camera, so that you can able to find that the beginning stage of the whole the assembled setup, and the second stage of the camera is the disassembled setups. So the next instantly I move to the arrow marks. The arrow marks will be a more the easy understandable and community method to create the parts in which the direction of the part has been assembled and disassembled, so that the arrow marks can be easily created, the gradients lines, by interfering through the whole set of assembly, and you can able to find the differences of properties for each part. So this is called the actions. The different actors called having the each properties can be controllable, so that the effective communication tools can be most precise and effective manner. So again I am just creating another camera view. So the next set of tools I would like to explore with this the whole set of assembly is the bill of materials. So the bill of materials can be generated automatically by clicking on the generate tool, and showing the bottom of the bill of materials, you can find instantly the descriptions of the each part, and the bill of material of the ID, the locations, and the quantity. And in case of any creation of the callouts can also be easily generated, so the show or hide callouts can be presented. So here I am just capturing into the another view. So the outputs, the different kinds of outputs can be easily captured with respect to the images or the HTML files or the PDF files, etc. So the creation of animation is also very much fast, so we don't want to focus on don't want to spend the time on the creation of the edges of each part. So simply I am just dragging the assembly where I just want to locate my part, and second image into my some spacious time which has been set with certain intervals. So here I am just simply playing on the video. I would like to explore the whole set of assembly. You can find that from the beginning of the stage. So here you can able to start that the explosion of the each step, so that with respect to the arrow marks I have been created within a matter of seconds. So these animation videos can be easily shareable, so that the new trainee or new staffs or the service instruction peoples or the manufacturer instructor peoples can visually understandable these things in a quick manner. So here I would like to share the focusing on the another is things with understandable of internal components. So the capturing of all the properties with, as I told, for the individual parts or as well as the assembly. Here you can able to find the properties with the different grade lines, the camera locations, and the camera, the axis, which to about which axis it should rotate and what kind of format it should have. So the linking of numerous bill of materials can also be shown that. So you can find that the next thing I just want to make the internal component understandings. So by using the powerful tool called Digger tools, so that I can able to focus where I just want to focus internally. So here you can able to find that the different kinds of tool sets. Here I just want to focus on the bearing. By using the onion skills, there are different sets of tools. Here you can able to see the difference. I am just simply scrolling the movement bar so that you can able to see the difference what I am actually doing. So this is the part I just want to focus here, and the zoom out and zoom in actions can also be taken with respect to the axis. So simply capturing the view as my image files, so instantly I have been create an understandable and focusing on the internal components. So here to enhance our product even more better by understanding the internal components. So this may be avoid the frustrations on understand the whole assembly set of parts and to integrate the sequential process and to provide the instructional document very fast and precise, so that the avoidance of any miscommunication between the manufacturers, the assembly peoples and the service instruction peoples, so that the operators can easily understand the videos like images and the animations, so that they can concentrate only on the products and not on the tools. So it is a very much fast and accurate assembly actions can be taken place. So this allows the whole users for the whole business aspect people to save the considerable time and money. So here the potential tools that benefits the users to create the internet workflow, and those workflow can be integrated among the different divisions, and also that the monitoring of the partially and completing of the whole set of assemblies, and the automatic hotspots that the interactive visuals can be generated with respect to the pre-built animations within a matter of minutes, so that I don't want to work on the long hours to build an animations like that. So the defining of the stories and the integration of the workflows is very much fast, and the outputs can be retrieved within a different formats like the Word documents, the PDF documents and the HTML documents like that. So the first thing, the common objective of this Autodesk Composer is to prepare the manuals, the service instructions, so it can enhance the users to stay productive and free from the costly repairs. So the repairs that like the preventive maintenance, the different segments like that can be easily avoided, and there is no need of this technicians must be experienced, and the subject matter experts can only be the solution provider. So even though a newly joined, a newly staff can also be enhance the products, they can start explore on working on the new machines like that. So that in case of any training instructions, as I told, there is no need of experienced staff to teach, to guide those newly the operated peoples. So the pre-built animations, the rendered images, the vector images, the 2D vector images, these things can be very much explored to understand the product, the whole products. So in case of any assembly instructions, so here the assembled parts without any error can be easily build up with an sequential process, and the handle the parts in very bold manner, so that any confusion states can be in not need of any persons to miscommunicate between the one person to the other, and to in case of any replacing the parts, the repeated replace parts like the bearing, the washers or the oil seal rings, the timing gears, the timing belts. So these things are the repeatable replaceable or the repeatable work we handle again and again. So those things can be easily interactive in an easy manner. So for an example, I will just show you the overall creation of manuals. So here this is one of the C-scooter model. which comes carries under the sea water to travels along the persons carrying with some certain velocity and the pressure. So here you can able to see the different the explorer views with the silhouette edges, the different colors, and with the callouts and the automated bill of materials with the bill of material name and the quantity. So here is step 1, which indicates the unclip both levers to remove the nose cone. See here you can able to find the different arrow marks which has been mentioned clearly, so that the nose cones can be easily removed by removing the side clips and by using the supplied grease on the oil rings, and how the different iterations. This is called a 2D vector images. This is what I told, the different color segments and the understandable the outcomes, the outlines of this part. And this is the rubber seal must be fitted with respect to the maintaining the clearance of the part and the battery removal sequence, etc. like that. So, and not only that, let us show you the animations which has been created under the SolidWorks Composer. Here you can able to find that the each part which has been placed on the table, the blinks and the sequential of the parts which follow the one by one to the another part, so it carries with different directions and the different parts, what are the sequential order we follow. So here the next part, I just want to make the bearings of this part with respect to the supports I have been mentioned, and the bearings and to which directions and what kind of tool sets should be used to place those bearings. You can able to find that. And before placing the shaft, I just want to engage a key into the shaft, so that it takes me to understand that I have to place a key into the shaft, and after placing the key, taking the shaft into the internal diameter of the part, and after that circlips placing and the bearings, the gears, the shafts, etc. like that. So the another set of video I would like to share is the whole set of machineries. So here you can able to find the whole set of machineries like that. So here the easy understandable of the durable turntable effects, which is made up of special alloys. So here one of the jig box holder. Here I am just simply opening the jig box holder so that the moves along with the conveyor directions, and placing of the adjustable screws and the mold guides like that. Here the piston moves with respect to the position we handle, and some of the cases in certain scenarios you can able to focus on a certain area that can be easily created using a digger tool like oil peel skins and the X-ray model and the labels, the callouts, and so this kind of the wordings can be more communicable while on actions. So here this is what I told, the names, the labels. So here you can able to find the labels which occurs what the assembly actions take place. So the jack system, by understanding the loosening the belts, the loosening the bearing supports, etc. like that. So I would like to conclude this SolidWorks Composer will be a more helpful tool to put it back in a production very quickly and affordably, to save the considerable time and money for the production delays, and to overcome the production downtimes, to avoid the unnecessary and the repeated reworks can also be radically reduced, and always put the service in a respective manner so that the teamwork can be engaged among the assembly instructions, the service instructions, as well as the trained instructions, the manuals, the maintenance departments we handle, and all this SolidWorks Composer will always put your needs and safety first so that the productivity can be increased with respect to the return on investment we occur up to the 60 to 75%. So in case of any questions regarding SolidWorks Composer presentation, you can contact us at mktg@aegis.co.in, and in case of any contacts, please feel free to call us 944542470. Thank you.